ladies and gentlemen, as we continue to wait for more and more people coming in. If you have had a chance, we do have a 20 that we would like everybody to sign if that's available. And then once again, we can go ahead and get closer. We can get closer. We have our areas and things like that. So by all means, we want to be together. We'll probably get kind of started, hopefully in the next about 15 minutes or so. I want to make sure that we get everybody in here. Thank you again.
Coast to coast, right? What's up, This is one of Jayden's first coaches right there. T-ball right there. Oh, man.
Okay.
Good evening. I am Nikita Watson, the principal here at Gateway High School. Thank you for being here tonight to honor and remember the life of Gateway scholar Jayden J.C. Caraballo. To JC's parents, his brother, his grandmother, and all of the family members here with us tonight, please know that you are surrounded by love, not just tonight, but in all the days ahead. Our thoughts and prayers and our hearts are with you. Please know that Gateway High is more than a school. We are your extended family. We're here to hold you up, to walk beside you, and to support you however you may need. JC was not only a Gateway scholar, he was a teammate, a friend, a classmate, and an important part of our school family. His impact stretched far and wide. I was contacted by the principal of Cypress Lake Middle School, who shared the powerful impression Jayden left there as a middle school scholar. The principal of Cypress Lake High School also reached out to share how much Jayden's former classmates have been impacted by his loss. I even received an email from Jayden's elementary school back in Cleveland, Ohio, offering their condolence and showing how deeply he had touched the lives of his classmates and teachers there as well. To JC's teammates, lean on each other, lift each other up, remember the laughs, the victories, the dreams you shared, and know that you are not alone. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. We are here to listen, to grieve, to heal together. To JC's coaches and the baseball parents and family, thank you for your support, for setting this up. I know you've had the tough job of supporting your sons, and I know that this has impacted you as well. I thank you and I love you. To Gateway High School scholars and staff, we've lost a beloved member of our family. Now is the time to come together with love, with compassion, and with unwavering support for one another. Let's make sure that Jayden's memory is forever a part of Gateway High School. I would like to also thank the baseball community here in Lee County and beyond. Your outpouring of support has been noticed and is deeply appreciated. Jayden's life is a powerful example that even a short time can leave an everlasting impact. His kindness, his laughter, his dreams, they live on. They live on in every life he touched, in every memory we share, in every heart that carries him forward. JC, you will forever be a part of us, and we will always remember you here at Gateway High School. We love you, we miss you, and we'll never forget you. Soar high, JC. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Ernesto Adamo, and I am the athletic director here at Gateway High School. First, on a personal note, to the Caraballo family, my deepest condolences go out to you in the darkest of days, where there will be a light to shine. Tonight we are gathered just not in grief, but in shared strength. Tonight we gather to mourn the heartbreaking loss of one of our own. But we are here to stand together as teammates, classmates, and as neighbors. Tonight is about our sense of community. Athletics in high school is about doing the extra. It's about the student experience. It's about 4 years of making memories with your friends that soon become family. United in strength and in love, in moments like these, we are reminded how important it is to show up for one another with love, with compassion, and with open hearts. Loss has a way of teaching us how much we truly need each other. As we move forward, may we grow even closer as a community, choosing kindness, showing support, and building a culture where no one feels alone. Number 20 is not just a number to the Gateway community. From here on out, it will forever be a symbol that represents hopes, represents unity, and represents a community that can preserve through the darkest days in order to carry on to greater heights in the light. Together we can heal to push on, and together we can miss and unite in your honor. To Jayden Caraballo, thank you.
Good evening. I'm Coach Bland. I know it's been a short period of time that I got to spend with your son. It was the greatest moment. Every single day watching him just come in and just have a smile on his face, yes sir, no sir mentality, and getting things done. Just a short story, how I met him. I know we had quite a few freshmen this year, but we had three kind of ones that stood out. First was Medina, so I always knew his name because he was always in trouble. Then there was Gomez. Gomez, him and Caraballo always just hang out together all the time. And I'm like, how do I remember these kids' names? So usually I tell my kids, you gotta stand out for coaches to remember your name. And from day one, I remember that kid's name. And that's you, Mom and Dad. Direct reflection on you folks. And I thank you. To the little guy, this story's for you. We have our Halloween game every year. So all the kids wear their costumes and we have a great time. And then we have Little Mick back there in his little alien outfit. And his glove, so he was ready to play. So guess what we did? We put him on the field. And buddy, nobody wear that number 20 ever again unless you decide to come here. That's for a fact. To get on with this ceremony, like I said, it was only a short period of time that I got to be a part of his life, and he's actually part of my life. I know we went through the ups and downs of the season. You know, we played for our district championship, and yeah, it was a tough loss. But this is by far the toughest loss that anybody could go through. Teammates, friends, family members, anything like that. So to see everybody here tonight, I thank you all, even though I don't know any of you probably. But we appreciate everything you've done for us, Gateway family, for their family, for everybody. So stick together, lean on one another, because this is not going to get easier. It's just going to get harder. But guess what? With the memories and the good times that we've had with him, are going to make it a little bit easier. God bless and thank you.
My name is JT Schur, and I'm a baseball coach and teacher here at Gateway High School. First, I want to thank everyone for being here. You show your support to his family and to the people in his life. This has not been an easy time for anybody. But all of you being here gives us hope. Gives us hope that we will find peace. I want to thank Principal Watson, the entire administrative staff, the counselors, everybody at this school for opening up their hearts, opening up doors to allow everybody to be able to grieve the way that they needed to grieve. And it's funny that I say that because honestly, I had my own way to grieve. I would usually just pour myself into work and just work, keep myself busy and let time do what it needed to do. But when I showed up Thursday morning, after we had notified the baseball team of what had happened, I realized that I couldn't grieve like that because my work was them. And I had to allow them to be able to grieve the way that they needed to grieve and to mourn. Because a lot of these people, we never had to go through something like this together. And it's uncharted waters, and we didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. But everybody was able to sit there and to have open arms and with love and compassion to allow everybody to be able to grieve and to mourn the way that they needed to. I would like to share a couple stories. First one was it was during fall ball, and I was coaching golf, so I'd come to the tournament that we were playing, and I didn't know any of the new freshmen yet or anything like that, and and I'm looking around and see what we got and all that stuff, and I see this fluff just running around everywhere, and I always had a smile, just a fluff and a smile. That was it, and I'm watching them move and everything like that, and I went over to Coach Blaine and I said, hey, God, hey, he could be a pretty good infielder. What do you think? Blaine goes, we'll give it a shot. So we did. He's not an infielder. We tried, but man, that boy, he would catch anything down, and that was the great thing about JC on the baseball field is we never once had to say, JC, pick up baseballs, JC, hustle up to the next drill. He was always on it. He was always doing it. And that's a direct reflection of his family. The other story is going to be a little bit tougher for me to speak about. We're playing in our championship game Thursday night. To be honest, we weren't playing very well. It was a big moment. We have a very young team. There's very large stressors when you're competing. Competition is tough. And we get to the bottom of the seventh, and we pinch hit JC off the bench. And it's a really common tactic that coaches like to use because, it's somebody new. Somebody's been sitting on the bench for the game. They're hungry. They want to go out there and they want to help their team. They don't have the problem of past failures. So JC's on the on-deck circle, and I like to stand right there on the very end of the dugout because I like to speak some words to the guys, some confidence, things like that as they go up. And I turned to him and I said, hey, man, you good? Now I'm going to tell you word for word what he said. He said, Coach, I got this shit. And it's funny because I deal with a lot of young adults, and I can tell when someone is just saying something. JC wasn't saying it. He was living it. He believed it. And I said, all right, buddy. I said, remember, breathe. Okay, you got this. It's just a regular Thursday. He says, I know, Coach. Let's do this. So, all right. He goes up there. First pitch. Ball one. Second pitch. Strike one, swinging. Next pitch. Foul ball. Next pitch. Ball two. Next pitch. Foul ball. Next pitch. Foul ball. Next pitch. Foul ball. And the great thing is in between each one of those pitches, he would step out, He would look at his bat, he would take a deep breath, and he would step back in. He was competing. The last pitch that pitcher threw was an elevated fastball. It was not real high, but it was elevated. I would have swung at it. He tipped the ball, and the catcher caught it. And if you know baseball, if you foul tip with 2 strikes and the catcher has it, that's an out. So I was out number 3. Game over. And as everything happened, as the other team celebrated, I went straight to JC. Because I know what that feeling is. And I went up to him, I said, hey man, I want to let you know, you had the best at bat this entire game. You went up there and you competed every single pitch. You did exactly what you could do. And I said, I am so proud of you. And I'm so excited to see the player that you are going to become. And I said, the game of baseball is a tough game, but you did what you had to do. And I said, once again, I said, I'm proud of you, buddy, and I love you. And he said, I love you too, coach. And that was the last words that we spoke to each other. And I'm forever grateful that those words were of love and compassion for one another. I want to speak on a quick message of hope. Second Corinthians chapter 1, verses 3 and 4. It says, praise be to our God and Father, our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of compassion and the God of all comfort, who comforts us in our troubles so that we can comfort those in any trouble with the comfort we ourselves receive from God. In times like these, I find we have 2 choices. We can harden our hearts, we can isolate, turn our sorrow into self-pity and anger, or we can open our hearts and allow for sorrow to empower us with love to serve others. All of that hurt, all of those emotions you feel, take them and use them to show compassion on people who desperately need it. Jesus shows us this after the death of his cousin John the Baptist. He wanted to have time alone and grieve, and that's okay. He went to a desolate place. He wanted to be by himself. But just so happened the crowds, they followed him. They wouldn't let him go. But instead of just sitting there in his own self-pity and his own sorrow, he had love and compassion for those, and he chose to serve. He had that outward reach, the reach that we see right now. The reach that we have for one another, the love, the compassion to make sure that we can move on, never forget, and always love. Thursday, I witnessed this team and this entire school do just that. As I was in the collaboration room, I looked over at the team and I saw them gathered. I saw them sharing stories. I saw them leaning on each other. And they chose that love. They chose that compassion for each other. We all did. And I know JC would be proud, and that's what he'd want. So I ask all of us, moving forward, open our hearts. Open our hearts to one another. Friend or foe, open your hearts. Show love, show compassion. Because we never know what that person is dealing with. We never know what the pain and sorrow they might have in their hearts. But we have a choice to be able to be love and compassion no matter what. That is our choice. And I wish upon all you to make that choice every single chance you get. To show love, to show compassion.
I really don't have no words. I'm just gonna speak from the heart, improvise. You know, this moment right here is truly important for every one of you, for everybody, for the school, the community, right? Because I know that as like teenagers especially, because I was a teenager one time, believe that or not. I struggled too. I had my issues, right? And I was strong enough to get through it and change my ways where it bettered my life. And I started surrounding myself around the right people, bringing the right people into my life, my wife, having my family behind me, right? And I tell you, I know because I've been in that position as a teenager, holding a lot of stuff in. I've done it before. I've punched holes in the walls before. And I've done a lot of bad stuff before because I had a lot of anger in me, not knowing that I needed help. I didn't have that guidance to seek that help. I never opened up to some friends, to family about that. I got through it with the support of my family as I grew up and I became an adult. What I want everybody to know here, especially the scholars and the students, right? Because many of you guys are wondering, you know, why did he do that? Why this? Why that? Right? You guys want answers and some closure. I could give you some of the information of that I hope that helps you. And the first thing I want to say is there's nobody to blame. I don't want to see nobody blaming each other on social media. I don't want nobody blaming themselves, talking about I should have did this, I should have called, I should have reached out when he said this, when he said that. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame nobody else. He didn't even have to blame himself, and he didn't even know that. That's what it is. What's this color? What are we wearing this for? What is this, Mr. JT Coach JC? What's it? Screen. What is it for? It's for mental health awareness, which is now in May. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, right? And this is awareness right here, because what a lot of people don't know is, and I said I'll give some information to help with some closure. Jayden will be smiling, do great, do everything he can on the baseball field, right? Everything looking good. But what a lot of people don't know is that Jayden had a lot of demons inside that he was fighting for the past, maybe 4 or 5 years. He was fighting a lot of demons, and a lot of people didn't know that. We was dealing with it, right? So with us as parents, to see your son going through some stuff, it's especially because, trust me, when you guys become parents, there is no guidebook on to become a parent. You learn as you go. And that's one of the realest things right there. And as we was going through the process, we would try to help him, and we did everything that we possibly could. He would seek medical help. He would take medication, right? But the demons was so strong that he just couldn't fight it. And it wasn't his fault. It just was not his fault. It's just some people just, cannot take care of it. And no doctor or no nothing in the world could have taken care of it. So, as I see some, on social media and stuff like that, that's not what it is, guys. I just told you right now what it was. That's why we gotta have mental health awareness. That's what we gotta be for each other. We have to, You see a little sign, pull your buddy to the side, or even talk to him. You're like, man, hey, man, that's not. Don't do that. Don't be like that. Right? Just try to be to each other. Like I said, I'm improvising, and I know the baseball community goes long. I love it, and I'm going. I still have my 9-year-old son, Zion, his little brother, that I know each and one of you guys love him just as much. Sometimes even more. Jayden was sometimes jealous because you guys would let Zion hang out more than with him. So Jayden just, he just became our guardian angel, and he's always gonna be looking over us. Love every one of you guys. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for coming out. And if you guys ever need to reach out to me personally, I'm sure I'm here. I'm sure you could get with Coach JT here or the staff at the school, and they could get a hold of me. Or there's other ways. Some of you already reached out to me. I've read all the messages. I've seen the calls. Just understand we're going through a lot right now, and I can't get through every 1,000 of you guys. I love you guys. All right, at this time, hold on.
One sec. We're going to have the family please step forward with your candles. So as we light our candles, we light them in remembrance of Jayden, Adam, Caraballo. And we pray that this wind calms down. As the family lights their candles, I am asking the baseball team to step forward all the way up here to have their candles lit, and then they will in turn. Everybody else, please start moving in a little bit. Our baseball players are going to turn and they're going to light your candles. I ask that you turn and light others. That is how we do this. That is how we spread that love, that compassion. All right, just to let you know, we are going to kill the lights to let Jayden's light shine. I ask that we gather close to block the wind. I'll wait about another minute or so to allow that flame to spread through all of us. Make sure to lean on each other. Relight what is extinguished, because sometimes, our light does go out. That's why we have the people next to us to be able to pass on that light to others. If you don't have a candle, you could turn on your phone flashlight and hold that up. At this time, I ask for a moment of silence in honor of JC. May he forever be with us. May he forever be in the batter's box with us, flying in the outfield with us. Now is that time for that moment of silence. Thank you. Baseball team. OT.
Cleveland!
Thank you, everyone, for your, once again, your love and compassion, support for a beautiful young man, a beautiful family. We want to thank you all from the bottom of our hearts for being here tonight. We ask that you kindly let your candle extinguish as we hold them up. As we leave tonight, we ask everybody that if you are wanting to leave any flowers, any memories, any mementos, anything like that, that you do so right outside the back of our backstop. Any type of, make sure that we will have a box. You can take the candles with you. If you would like to leave them, we will have an area for you to be able to do that. Please make sure that those candles are fully extinguished, as it is a dry time here in Florida. We ask you safe travels, to love and support each other, and we thank you all for your undying support for a beautiful man and a beautiful family. Thank you all. And just letting everybody know, you will proceed out the way you came in. Please, once again, thank you to everyone. Thank you.
¿Cuánto se apura? El otro domingo. Ah, pues está bueno, para que te pongas. Sí, así. Eso le va a ayudar. A ver si no, a ver, no vemos. Bueno. ¿El qué?
¿Ah? ¿Ella tiene uno? Pero es para ella. Uno de ella.
No, oye, ¿dónde está mi sala? No, eso era juicio. ¿Dónde está la vergüenza? Se llama la vergüenza. No, hay una que te... Yo regalé la vergüenza. ¿Cómo se llama? Miren, sí, se llama vergüenza. Vergüenza tiene presidente. Y tenía un hombre ahí. Hablando de él, en la pared. No, yo digo, yo no puedo entrar. Es presidente dominicano. Yo digo, seguro que es dominicano, porque está en la puerta para allá. Yo me quedé 2 días, 2 horas. Yo me quedé mirando, yo digo, pero parece brasileño, que está con la pena en la pared, no es brasileño. Ahora no puedo mirar ni un hombre con los brazos y la pena en la pared. No quiero más.
Lo bueno ya con ya de mexicano, de los trajes.
Pero,
Ya están cogidos.
pero te la pasita por la pared.
Por eso, porque ya
Oye,
los
espérate,
dominicanos no están
un
cogidos.
momentito. ¿Cómo es que aquí?
Pero tú pones la pena en la pared.
No, él no pone la pierna para
Tu esposo está bien.
No.
Qué vergüenza.
No, ese.
Oye, tú eres muy indiano.
Mira esto, mira esto, mira esto, mira esto. Mira, Rebeca, mira. La barriga y ahorita se recorta.
Ese no come carne, no come espinaca. That's it.
No, este tiene 5% aquí.
No come ensalada y espinaca. Tú no sabes las historias. La vida de Dios.
Pero la casa nada más porque afuera se come.
¿Cómo tú no sabes de las promesas que ese hombre hizo?
Bueno, nos vemos, Rebeca. Encantada de conocerte.
Igual, cuídate. Oye, ¿estás tomando la papa? ¿Estás tomando? Está muy bien. No, pero todavía no está bien. Pero deja la manita para ver si es. Sí. Y ahí te voy a cobrar la costura porque Porque si tú no haces una positiva, tú estás realmente es por los años. En la red. Ah, la red. No tomo depresión, no soy doctor, pero só que piora para que
Come on, guys. I'll put this. Everyone hold it. I'll put this down for him. Wait. I'm putting my camera on. Just because, why not? You gonna put yours? I'd be lucky. You can if you want. You want to keep it? I'm going to keep mine. I'm going to keep mine.
Puede ser